this is something that I shared with the Floyd family here, and I want to say it here on this platform. Uh, for me, I do understand. I understand the Black Lives Matter movement. I understand it. But for Cyril White, and to God be the glory, I've always been about diversity and inclusion. And yes, Black Lives matter very much to me because I'm one of them. But I feel like we need to come together and we need to band together. And sometimes people that are on the other side, when you say something like Black Lives Matter, it makes it difficult for other people to know how to join into that. So
True.
I want to be a part of building the bridge. I'm not against the Black Lives Matter movement, but I'm here to solicit diversity in the support and diversity in how we move forward with coming up with a plan for all of Americans.
Yeah, and so my view on this, like, I always chuckle when I hear some white dude go, "I don't see race, I don't see color." I feel like saying, "Well, are your eyes not working? Are you colorblind?" I mean, I can see that you're darker skinned than I am, right? You can
Right,
see that I have blonde hair. But
right,
where we need to get to the point of is we need to get to the point where that doesn't mean anything about whether you are a good or a bad person. Like,
correct.
so that's where I think we need to get to. And I worry a little bit, Cyril, that some of the people on the extreme left side of this are what you said about Black Lives Matter, I think is great, because I think some people on the extreme left side of this debate uh, are making it all about race. Like that's
Correct.
what it's all about to some of those
Right.
folks. And to me, I don't see how there's really any big difference if you're making it all about race between a racist and somebody. I mean, if that's what it's all about, then to me, you're not thinking straight. So,
Correct.
but I worry that maybe a lot of this is caused by maybe our generation and the generations above us. And I'm optimistic that when the younger folks take control, that maybe this stuff will be a little bit better. What's your general feel for that?
I feel that way too. I feel that way too. I feel that if we go up the ladder to our great grandparents and our grandparents, and we check their Rolodex of friends and how diverse their friends were, probably not going to be too mixed, probably not going to be too integrated. Yeah. So as we continue to go down the line now, like you say, we both have so many relationships, great relationships with people of color, people of all different backgrounds, nationalities. We've enjoyed a full life in that capacity, but there's still pockets in this country where people are still really segregated, either on purpose or by default. You know, so that's the thing, is getting into those pockets of people and creating some opportunity. Maybe where they're not just totally fully integrating their lives, but you need to have some experiences with people that you don't socialize with all the time, so that they can become more human to you, and you can just. And to God be the glory, we want to create some platforms and situations where that can happen, you know, because that's it all. Let me tell you, you said about the basketball court. You said I had a great time. I was talking with one of my white friends, and you know, he supported, to God be the glory. He's been a good friend of mine. We've coached together in Little League, and we're talking about this, and he's like, you know, Cyril, that door swings both ways. It's like that it's like, you know, because one time I was at a basketball court, and I was the only white guy there. And, you know, none of the guys on the court, they would pick me up because they thought I was, you know, a dumpy white guy who couldn't play. And I said, you know what, you're right. You are 100% right. Like, that is a form of that. I was like, but let me say this. As a black guy, that's probably the highest platform in which discrimination can be exacted against you.
Yeah.
You're not getting picked up for the game, man.
Yeah.
You know, he cannot not give you a job or deny you a loan or decide to kill you in the middle of the street.
Great point.
He could just not
Great
pick
point.
you. He could just not pick you in the game. So there's an inequality even in that, you know.
Yeah.
But again, I enjoy so many relationships with white friends. I have these type of conversations that need to be had with other pockets of white people that don't know a Cyril White, or a person that really can move in and out of these circles and kind of reduce some of this fear and ignorance that exists.
Yeah, yeah, and it is, and it's exactly what you said. It's fear and it's ignorance.